Welcome to What the Fact. Today's topic is this guy. Tycho Brahe was probably the world's first modern astronomer. Tycho Brahe lived a fascinating roller coaster of a life. When he was a child, he was abducted by his uncle, which nobody really seemed to care that much about, and he was taken away to be trained to become a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. But when he was very young, he witnessed a solar eclipse and he knew he wanted to study the stars. Now, what we knew about astronomy in the 1500s was basically nothing. All the knowledge we had was passed down from ancient times by people such as Aristotle and Ptolemy, who were wrong about virtually everything. One of the prevailing ideas was that the universe is eternal and unchanging, but Tycho Brahe disproved that. He witnessed a supernova event, which many people around the world saw. Nobody had an explanation for what the heck they saw in the sky, but everybody assumed it was some sort of glowing object that was closer to Earth than the moon. But Tycho proved it was very far away, proving that this was a brand new star. In fact, the word nova means new star. This elevated Tycho to rock star status. Now, my what the facts about Tycho have to deal more with his personal life than with astronomy. For example, when he was a college student, he and his cousin got into a heated argument about a mathematical debate, which just doesn't make any sense. But they settled this debate in the only logical way possible, by having a sword fight. Tycho actually had almost his entire nose cut off. He wore a metal prosthetic nose for the rest of his life. Now, after Tycho became famous, people wanted to spend time with him and have parties with him, and he would host parties where he could get into a little bit of trouble with his drinking. For reasons I can't possibly fathom, Tycho had a pet moose, but it might have been a pet elk. There are conflicting historical accounts. Either way, they got this moose or elk drunk off of ale at one of Tycho's parties, and the poor thing fell down a flight of stairs and was killed. Ultimately, Tycho met his demise from partying. You see, when you drink a lot of alcohol, a hormone called antidiuretic hormone is turned off in our brains. Without that hormone, a lot of the water that is released as our kidneys filter our blood is not reabsorbed. This is called breaking the seal, and it's why you urinate a lot if you're drinking alcohol. Well, Tycho had an extremely full bladder, but he was the #1 guest at the party, and he didn't want to go use the bathroom because that would be rude. Ultimately, this led to him getting a bladder infection, and this was the early 1600s, so medicine was, you could pretty much say, non-existent. This relatively simple problem ultimately killed Tycho Brahe. Now, if you want to learn more about the contributions that Tycho Brahe made to astronomy, along with many other historical figures like Galileo, Isaac Newton, and more, then you should check out my videos on astronomy that I have on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click on the link in the description for this video to visit my Patreon page, or just go to patreon.com/planetpeterson. Your support allows me to keep making videos and improves this channel in so many ways. You can contribute for as little as 10 cents a day. There are added benefits to being a Patreon member, including suggesting topics for future videos, early access to videos, and more. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and hit the bell so you can be notified when new videos come out. That way you can be one of the very first to view and comment on the video, which makes it way more likely that I will see your comment and be able to respond to you. You can also find me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter by searching Planet Peterson. I'll see you next time.